Hello, it's Tuesday, the glorious Tuesday. Tonight our floor should be done in the kitchen. We should have all brand new, pretty, you could eat off it floor. No, not really. It will be nice and pretty though. Windy. The house just, okay, it's windy outside. Dad and my cousin just left to go do a couple errands. They had gone earlier and got sandwiches at Subway, so we had a little lunch break. We had a little picnic between my cousin was sitting on the kitchen floor, Dad and I were sitting in little chairs by the entrance. We were like all sitting in a little circle, just kind of eating and chatting. And, so we did that and then they left. They had to go to the town next to us and do a couple things. I don't know what they had to do. I think they need to get a threshold for the doorway going from our back room into the kitchen, and then he needs to get some transition strips for the kitchen to the living room, and then he's going to do one for this doorway here from the hallway into my room because the carpet is starting to try to come up, so he's going to put a transition strip down to hold the carpet down in here. So they're off getting those little supplies, and then when he gets back, he's got it all prepped and ready to do the middle section of the floor, the middle strip, and then they'll shift everything over, and then he'll do the other little strip that's left. But the one he did yesterday was probably the most time-consuming because it was all the doorways, and there's a little chimney thing, and he had to do a lot of cutouts yesterday. And today there shouldn't be a whole lot of cutting, except for the end strips. He doesn't have to notch much out today. So it should go maybe a little quicker in laying down the floor. So we'll see how it goes. I've been filming little clippets. So after it's all said and done, sometime in the next few days, you'll see the floor get done. Dad's been his helper, his gopher, or stuff like that. Because Dad likes to feel helpful. Although sometimes, like I said, it could be him getting in the way. Yeah. Man, it is windy out there, people. What else do I have to tell you, fine folks? The Humpers van is out of commission. It wouldn't start the other day. And luckily, he had parked across the street from the garage that we go to in a parking lot because we wanted to get all the vehicles out of our driveway because we had our driveway plowed clear by my cousin Bart. And when I took him back to get the van after we'd gone shopping that day, it wouldn't start. It wouldn't turn over. So the garage took it over and they called the day and they told it needs a new fuel pump. And Dad said, well, how much is it going to cost me? And Mike, the guy who owns the place, said, sit down. And Dad's like, okay, hit me. And he says, it's going to be $750. And Dad's like, yeah, not going to happen. So he called my cousin Bart, who does mechanical work, and they found out the price of the part, because it's not a cheap part, but Bart's going to do it, parts in labor for $400. So, a lot cheaper. And so he was going out to get it. My cousin was going to go pick up the van and take it out to his house and work on it. So, Dad's van is sick. They're driving my car right now. I don't know why, because Ronnie's truck's out there, but they have to take my car. Dad has his car, but he keeps it in the garage a lot in the wintertime. He doesn't drive it a lot in the winter. I don't think, the other day he said if he would had it to do over, he probably would not have gotten the Impala. He would have gotten something different, possibly a pickup truck. But he says, I'm stuck with it now and I'm still paying for it, so I have the Impala. He has buyer's remorse on the Impala big time. But as long as he's had it, I think I've only ridden in it 2 or 3 times, maybe. Drove it once. Because I had a call and had to go somewhere, and the only vehicle here was that. And because Dad had driven my car one day, and I go out to get in my car, and my car ain't here. I'm like, you have 2 freaking vehicles here, and you have to take mine. Oh, it drives me crazy when he does that. And I don't like the Impala that well. It's just a little bit too low for me to get in and out. My fat, gimpy self to get in and out of. What else do I got to talk about? Not much, man. I have got this filing cabinet. It's gonna be. I think what I'm gonna do is once the kitchen's done and the kitchen table is back in there and everything's all neat, I'm gonna take like handfuls of file folders into the kitchen and sort stuff out and see what we have and what is garbage and what can be filed somewhere else that isn't pertinent to right now. And it's just going to be a lot of juggling papers, but it needs to be done because day before yesterday was our 5-year mark for having the portable toilet business. We've had it for 5 years now. Can you believe it? 5 years. Yeah, so, and I haven't done a thorough cleaning on the filing cabinet in a long time, so it needs to be done. I guess that's about all. I really didn't have a whole lot to talk about today, did I? Oh, I read the book that I bought the other day, The Fault of Our Stars. I read it last night. I read the whole thing. I had to. Excuse me, I just had a Subway sandwich burp. It's not too pleasant the second time. Excuse me. It's a good book. I really enjoyed it, and now I gotta get it on my bookshelf. I thought it would take me a few days. I'd read a little bit at a time. No, it's one of those books that I started and I was gonna finish. I didn't finish reading it until like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I did take a break for like an hour or so and talk to my friend Ozzy on the phone. Hi. But I had to know what happened. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's about 2 teenagers with cancer, and it's who meet in a support group, and it's just about that, the relationship and what happens. And it's a good book. I liked it. Anything else? Did I miss anything? I don't know for sure if there's going to be pictures of the ice sculptures or not, because it has been a little bit warmer in the last couple days, and I'm afraid they've melted so much that I'm not going to be able to get good pictures of them when I go back. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to go check them out either tomorrow or Thursday and see how they look, because I planned on going back here yesterday or today, but the whole construction and the kitchen floor stuff has kept me here instead. And I did a whole lot, all the paperwork and stuff for the account. So I haven't had a chance to go back over there, because it's not in my town, it's the town over. I am just babbling about a whole lot of nothing, people. I could take a nap, and it's only 12:45, but I ain't going to. Because as soon as I lay down, you know what's going to happen? Dad and Ronnie are going to be back, and then they'll be all pounding again. So, yeah. Okay. I'm done. Sayonara.